Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am, I can hear you.
Great. Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm doing great. And how have you been?
I have been great. Thank you for asking. So, how was your day today?
My day was pretty usual, not so ordinary. And how about you?
My
How
day
was
was
your day?
good as well. It was good. Thank you. So, how many sessions have you taken?
I have taken 10 sessions.
Okay. So yes, you said you've taken 10 sessions. So talking of childhood. Can you define childhood? Can you tell me what does childhood mean? What is childhood?
I think, ma'am, childhood means the age of 1 to 10. I can't say the proper time. I think that childhood means when we don't know the right thing or wrong thing. I think, and it's really a funny time for us, and it's really very great time for us because we can't forget this time because
Hmm.
it's really memorable time for us because we want this time again and again, but we
Hmm.
can't get this time again. It's really very valuable time for us. So childhood is so special for every people, I think.
Hmm. Hmm.
Am I right, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So childhood is basically the time when you were very small, you were a child, and you were innocent, right? So you
Yeah.
can say till your teenage, like till
Yeah.
up to the age of 15, somewhere you can say that you
Yes.
were a child, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So speaking of childhood, what did you like to do when you were a child?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, since my childhood, I want to do something adventurous because since my childhood, I love to do adventurous things. Like
Mm-hmm.
there are lots of things which I want to do because I had lots of hobby in my childhood. Even now, I have lots of hobby, but there are lots of different between my childhood hobby and the mm, that hobby which I have. Because since when I was a child, because even now I'm 17 years old now, but when I was a child, then I want to do like I want to make
I
tree house.
wanted to. So
Yeah,
childhood is something that you're speaking of your past, right?
yes,
So
ma'am.
you'll use the past tense. So
Yeah,
as a child, I wanted to do this, wanted to do that. Okay.
yeah. I wanted to make tree house. I wanted to like underground house. This type of thing that was my hobby to do. And
Hmm.
since childhood, because I always try to play because if, I think in my I think if there are maximum children wants to play in their childhood they are I think there are lots of children also they were not forced to do study because since their childhood every child like to play this type like that. I also love to play since my childhood. Even now, mm, I like to play. Yes, ma'am, that's all.
Okay. Okay. All
Mm.
right. So where were you born?
Yeah, ma'am.
Where were you born?
Yeah, I born
I
in
was born.
yeah, I was
Nice.
born in yeah, I born in a small
I
village.
was.
I was born in village of Malda town.
Where is that?
It's in West Bengal and my city is Kolkata.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So what are you doing right now?
Yeah, I'm a student, ma'am. I study in class 11 now, and I'm a
Okay.
science student.
Okay. PCM or PCB?
Yeah, PCMB, ma'am.
Both.
Yeah, ma'am.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how old were you when you learned to ride a bicycle?
Yeah, I think I was 10 years old when I ride bicycle.
And I started riding
Yeah,
a
yeah, ma'am.
bicycle. So, do you remember any stories or incidents related to riding the bicycle that you
Yeah,
can
ma'am.
narrate?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, when I try to ride a bicycle, because I was not able to carry the bicycle, and I actually, ma'am, I have a nephew who is 1 year younger than me, and we both are trying to ride a bicycle. And actually, we since my childhood, we love to ride with a bicycle. And one day, we were trying to ride a bicycle, and after that, but we can't do it properly. But after a few times he was able to do that. But then I thought that why I can't do that, because if I try, then definitely I will be able to do that. And after a few minutes I was able to do that. That's why we started riding bicycle in same times. There's different of 5 or 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It was really memorable day for me, and I can imagine the day, and I can imagine the moment also. So I never forget this moment, ma'am.
So you can say, I can remember, I can
Yeah,
still recall the,
yeah,
mo- when you imagine it's something that you imagine from the future, or can you
yeah,
recall things from your memory, from your past? Okay,
yeah, ma'am.
all right. So, which games did you play in your childhood?
Yeah, ma'am. In my childhood, in village, if I talk about village, there are lots of games which we are playing. But if I talk about, actually currently, I don't know the English term. Or if I talk about the games, there in village there are lots of games, but they make their lots of game. Apart from that, I play badminton and cricket also, because I was not so good in cricket. Even now I was not good, but since my childhood I love to play badminton,
Mm-hmm.
cricket, and football also, because we
Hmm.
love to play this type of game. As well as I like to play ludo also, this type of standing, I think, this type of game, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay. So can you tell me which one was your favorite game?
Actually, ma'am, I'm not a big lover of game, because since my childhood I try
So
to
okay,
avoid
I'm not
game. But
saying, I'm not asking you about sports. Okay, I'm saying about games. So games like hide and seek, lock and key, and so many other kinds of games that we had in our childhood, right? So
yeah,
amongst those, which one was your favorite?
actually, ma'am, I'm not so lover of game also, because I don't like to play game that much. Because
Why?
I like to play. I don't know, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, I don't get this type of opportunity to play game, online game, because my family is too strict. Because since my in we don't get this type of thing to play since my childhood. But I like to play, because actually, they don't allow me to play addict this type of game. Because
Mm-hmm.
even now there are lots of students also, they are addicted with mobile phone. In this time there are PUBG, Free Fire, this type of. Because but I never try this type of game, because if I try to play this type of game, then I will be addicted, with this game. So I never try. But I like to play general sports,
Hmm.
ma'am.
Okay.
So I do that.
Okay. So were you good at making friends as a child?
Yeah, ma'am. Sometimes I feel introverted, and sometimes I feel extroverted person. So since my childhood, when I was too young, then I don't have that much friend to play. And
I
after that,
didn't
when
have.
yeah, ma'am.
Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
have, did not have.
yeah, yeah. I didn't have that much friend to play, because when I joined, kindergarten school, then there was a lots of friends who were in my age, so I play with them. And after that, they were
I
um,
played with
uh,
them.
I played
I
with them,
used to
and
play with them, yeah.
yeah, I used to play with them. After that, they were became my best friend, because and
Who
I play
was your
with them.
best friend?
Yeah, currently, actually, ma'am, can't say that I have best friend, because I changed my school, so they are. far away
No,
from
I'm
me.
talking back then. Who was your best friend? Like during
Actually,
your
ma'am,
KG nursery that time.
yeah, ma'am. I don't have that best friend, but I my if I talk about my friend who always play with me is my nephew because he is 1 year younger than me, and we play every time we play with each other because
Hmm.
we are like best friend, type of best friend.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
so like that we are best friend. Even now also everything we do everything because we went to any when we go in a restaurant then we go together and anything when we play anything then we play together and when we watch any movie anything but we love to play watch together. That's why he was my best friend and he is my best friend. I think in future he will be my best friend, I think so. He is my nephew as well as he is my best friend also.
So, what all do you guys do together? Like, even
Yeah,
now, you said that whenever we meet, we hang out, we play games, we talk, and we do a lot of things, right? So, what
yeah,
are those things? That's what I'm asking.
yeah. Actually, ma'am, actually, he lives with me because we live together in my. If he live in my house also because
Mm,
we study together and we read together and everything we do it together and
mm,
we love to live with each other because we can like in my as a I'm his uncle. See, I sometimes I used to teach and so this type of because he studied 10th and I'm 11th. So
mm,
sometimes we discuss everything with each others and overall we are best friend and everything which I already mentioned lots of things which
mm.
we do together, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, with that, we're at the end of the session. Time is up. So, anything else you want to ask or say before I give you the feedback?
Yeah, nothing, ma'am. Give me the feedback, ma'am.
Okay, so it was lovely talking to you, and it was great.
Me
And
too,
for your
ma'am.
constructive feedback, you're going really good, and your English is good. But apart from those, mistakes that you were making, and I was correcting you here and there, right? So a little
Yeah,
bit
ma'am.
of tense, mainly, and and grammar, a little bit here and there.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
so
Yeah, ma'am.
with practice, you'll definitely get better. So keep practicing. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much. Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good night, ma'am. Take care.